Hello YouTube, my name is Nero and today we have some Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I love this game. Over the past decade, this is definitely one of, if not my favorite game that I've played. This game has so many great memories for me. I really enjoy playing it, and I was playing it this afternoon. This gameplay's new, it's not old or anything like that, and I had to pull myself away from my console to record this video so I could actually get it up at a decent hour. I really enjoy Call of Duty 4, and if you guys are as excited as I am for Modern Warfare Remastered, I would highly recommend picking up Call of Duty 4 if you guys don't own it already. It's going to run you about $20, and of course you're going to have to play it on your Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3 or PC depending on your platform, because it is a game that came out in 2007. It's not available on the Xbox One or the PS4. But for $20, which is kind of expensive for an almost 10-year-old game, but Activision, you guys know. For $20, you can play the game that inspired Modern Warfare Remastered and practice. Like, if you're somebody that's never actually played Call of Duty 4, but you're eagerly anticipating Modern Warfare Remastered, and maybe you're not going to be playing as much Infinite Warfare this year, pick up COD 4, and you can start practicing right now, so as soon as Modern Warfare Remastered comes out, you can be as good as you can possibly be, right? You can know the maps, you can know the guns, you can know the spawns, and the grenade spots, and the weapons, and all that stuff, right? You could get used to everything before the game even comes out, so you can have your A game ready for opening day. So just a suggestion for some of you guys out there that maybe want to try that out. But ladies and gentlemen, what I have for you guys today is not only some Call of Duty 4 gameplay, but 5 questions that I have for Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, I don't even know who I'm asking these questions to, right? Because Raven Software is not going to watch this video. Activision's not going to watch this video, although maybe they will, because they took down Dear Nero a couple weeks ago randomly for no reason, then put it back up. So maybe they do watch my videos. Activision, what's up? Hey guys, call me. But I don't know who I'm asking these questions to in particular, but these are 5 questions that I have for Modern Warfare Remastered that I want to know more about. I have consumed a metric ton of Modern Warfare Remastered content since COD XP. I've watched almost every video I can on the game, from people that were able to play it at COD XP, hearing their thoughts and opinions, and watching gameplay and hearing commentary from people I've never even heard of before, because I'm so excited for this game. But still, there are some questions that I have. There's still, even with all that content that I've consumed over the past week or so, there's still some questions that I have for the game, questions I don't know the answer to, and I wanted to discuss those questions here in this video. So if that sounds interesting, sit back and relax, because I think it's going to be a fun one. Let's start things off here with the first question, and it's kind of a two-parter. How will prestiging and camos work in Modern Warfare Remastered? Now, I have heard in the past, Raven Software has said that the prestige system is going to be about the same as what it was in Call of Duty 4, but there's still some questions that need to be answered here, like the camos. We do know that gold camo is going to be returning, and that's going to be available on every weapon in Modern Warfare Remastered, which is not how it was back in Call of Duty 4. So are they going to be changing up challenges in some way? Like in COD 4, you got your camos by doing headshots. That's it. In newer Call of Duty games, you can get camos by doing medal challenges, like get 10 long shots or 10 revenge medals or so on and so forth, right? We do know that medals are going to be in Modern Warfare Remastered, so to get gold camo for our guns, are we going to have to do those special challenges? If we do have to do those special challenges, does that mean they're adding in more challenges to the game? And if so, are we getting XP for those challenges? And if so, how is that going to affect the prestiging system, right? Because in COD 4, all you did was complete your challenges, level up by playing the game, get to level 55, get through 55, then you could prestige. But also in Call of Duty 4, something that people may not actually remember, or maybe people don't know if they never played the game, but your camos actually reset every time you prestiged back in Call of Duty 4. So let's say you unlock Red Tiger for your MP5 and Blue Tiger for your M16, you prestige, bam, back to 0, everything, including your challenges, gets wiped, except for your leaderboard status, right? The amount of kills you have, your time played, your score, your wins, and stuff like that, that all remained. But every time you prestiged, all of your stuff got reset challenge-wise. And is that going to be the case in Modern Warfare Remastered? That's why this is a two-part question with prestiging and camos, because I hope that's the case. I hope that even if I earn gold camo in my non-prestige, that when I hit burst prestige, it resets it completely, because it would be so boring for me, honestly, if I were to unlock Red Tiger, for example, on my M40A3, and then prestige and still have Red Tiger for my M40A3. Like, what's the point? Because there's a lot of great guns in COD 4. Don't get me wrong. I love almost every gun in this game, but I have a couple of favorites. The M16, the MP5, the AK-74U, the P90. I love these things. The AK-47, how could I forget that one? I love these guns, but I would be super disappointed in Modern Warfare Remastered if I got Red Tiger for one of them, and then bam, suddenly I'm done completing challenges for that weapon for the rest of eternity. What was cool about COD 4 and leveling back in COD 4 was getting some camos for your guns, completing challenges, then prestiging, and then doing it again until you get to the prestige that you want to stop at, which for me was 10th prestige. I fully intend to get to 10th prestige in Modern Warfare Remastered, but getting the 10th prestige, then saying, oh boy, now it counts, right? Now all my camo challenges, this is the last time I'm going to have to actually do them. Let's get Red Tiger for my M16. Let's get Red Tiger for my MP5. Let's get Red Tiger for my M48-3. Screw it. Let's do it for the Barrett 50 cal as well. You know, doing all these headshot challenges and just having this big payoff at the end where it's like, yeah, max rank in the game, final prestige, unlocking camos for the final time. Like, it felt really good. And if I could do the same thing back at non-prestige and have it carry over all the way to 10th prestige, like, I don't think I'd like that. So that's my first question, is how will prestiging and camos work in Modern Warfare Remastered? That's a big question, and I don't think anyone knows the answer to it because the playable version of the game that we had at COD XP already had everything unlocked. So definitely wondering how prestiging and camos are going to work in Modern Warfare Remastered. The second question I have, and I made a whole video on this, but I wanted to feature it anyway, is what glitches will remain and what glitches will be removed from Call of Duty 4 going into Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, we did see in a video, if you guys want to check out that video, I'll put a link to it on your guys' screen right now. Feel free to click the annotation. It'll open the video up for you in a brand new tab, or click the link down there in the video description, whichever one works for you. But in that video, we see a strafe jump happen in Modern Warfare Remastered, which says certain strafe jump spots are going to be in the game. What about other glitches? Will barrel glitches still be there? Because those were really annoying. What about elevator glitches? Those were cool for the most part. That'd be cool if those were still there. What about bounce glitches or fake C4 bomb glitches or out of the map glitches? Like, what glitches are going to be there and what glitches are going to be removed? Because it's kind of a big deal. COD 4 had a lot of really weird bugs and glitches, and honestly, one of the first things that I'm going to do the day that I actually have access to Modern Warfare Remastered is hop into a private match with my brother, because between the two of us, we know every single glitch in Call of Duty 4 and how to do it. Like, I'm talking, we got shotgun jumps, strafe jumps, we got all kinds of things that we can do, and we're going to test them all. We're going to see what remains, what happens in there, so I would love to know what the glitches are going to be like in Modern Warfare Remastered, because we know some of them are going to be returning, so what ones are going to come back and what ones aren't? That's obviously a big decision on the part of Raven Software. If they make this a pure carbon copy where all the glitches are still there, that's kind of a bad thing, because that's definitely going to be exploited when the game is going to have a huge player base again, right? I mean, COD 4's map Ambush has an easy way to get out of the map. It's so simple. You jump on a teammate's head, bam, you're outside of the map. It's really that easy. And if that same glitch were to persist into Modern Warfare Remastered, that map would be unplayable, because everybody's just going to be running around outside of the map. That's just what they're going to be doing. So I'm definitely interested to learn what glitches are going to be remaining and what glitches aren't going to be remaining in Modern Warfare Remastered. The next question that I have for Modern Warfare Remastered is, will the spawn system be the same? And this is something that I don't think a lot of people think about when it comes to a Call of Duty game, but if you really think about it, how good the spawns are is a big reason as to whether or not a game is good or bad. And I really hope that Modern Warfare Remastered has the exact same spawns as what we saw back in Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty 4's spawn system was very unforgiving. It did not flip very often. That was one of my favorite aspects of it. If the other team was at the A flag, they stayed at the A flag until they killed your team and took B or took C or just moved out of their spawn in general. The first gameplay you guys saw on the map Strike, the other team for the most part was at the A flag. Now, that was really a self-imposed prison, because they could have left at any time. They could have went around, tried to capture C or capture B or done something, but instead, they all just kind of stayed around that area and just tried to get kills and played like it was team deathmatch. You're going to be seeing basically the same thing happening here on Countdown. The other team is at C, and they're only going to be spawning around C. And you'll be noticing that they're basically turtling inside these hangars here. And that's, again, self-imposed prison. Why are they hiding in there? It makes no sense. It's almost as if they're trying to wait for the game to flip spawns for them. But here's the spoiler. The spawns will never flip in Call of Duty 4 because they're actually based around players, not kill streaks. In newer games, they balance the spawn system around kill streaks because of how powerful they are. You can't have players and kill streaks trapping the opposing team in a small portion of the map. That's really unfair, so they flip spawns more often. But in COD 4, since the only two lethal kill streaks are an airstrike and an attack helicopter, they really balance the spawn system around players. So as long as nobody on my team tries to capture the C flag or actually runs into these hangars where these guys are spawning and stuff like that, then their spawn's not going to flip. The only way for them to actually get out is to kill us, go take A, go take B, and actually work to get their flags. I really like that spawn system. It's a lot better in my opinion because there's no reason why they should be pushed all the way back this far when they can simply just kill us and get out. Now, you guys know the majority of my time in Call of Duty is playing solo. I play by myself, and I'm sure you guys can agree if you've ever played COD solo, that usually your teammates are going to be pretty bad. But even with bad teammates, I cannot really have a bad game of Call of Duty 4. I did a video called The Return to COD 4. Feel free to Google it and watch it for yourselves. But it was my first time playing COD 4 in years, going back, and I had one of those games where it's kind of like this, but I was on the opposite end where my team was being spawn trapped really badly. It didn't stop me. I just got out. I would kill one or two people. I'd get out. I'd go capture the back flag, flip the spawns. Like, I would really do whatever I could to do well. And even though in the video my team lost, I still had the most kills in the lobby. I still had the most score. You can't stop a good player in Call of Duty 4. You can't force them to have a bad game because of spawn trapping. So I really like the spawn system in this game. I know when people hear the term spawn trapping, like, spawn trapping, it's a bad word, right? In the COD community, it's not that. It's not like Black Ops 1 Demolition where you're shooting people in the back of the head as soon as they spawn, but rather, if the other team only has the A flag in domination, that's where they're going to spawn. They're going to spawn around the A flag. They can go around in Cap C, they can go around in Cap B, but if they die, I mean, they're going to be spawning at A because that's the only flag that they actually have. And I like that spawn system. It's unforgiving in that respect. It's not going to hold your hand and just give you a free spawn on the other side of the map for no reason. You have to work to get it. And I like that spawn system a lot. It made me a better player because instead of like the game spawning me behind the people that killed me like we saw in Modern Warfare 3, instead I had to take that guy on face to face or flank him and actually just outplay that person. I had to use skill to actually be able to take somebody out. So I feel as though the spawn system in COD 4 was fantastic, and I hope it remains exactly the same in Modern Warfare Remastered. The fourth question that I have for Modern Warfare Remastered is what kind of DLC will this game feature? Most games these days feature DLC, and even Call of Duty 4 itself had some downloadable content. We know that we're going to be getting a free piece of DLC in December. If you guys do not know, Modern Warfare Remastered is only going to be shipping with 10 multiplayer maps from Call of Duty 4, and then in December, we're going to be getting a free update, which is going to give us the 6 remaining maps, all remastered, of course, into the game. I wonder, will we be actually getting the DLC maps from Call of Duty 4 from the Variety map pack? Will we ever get those maps? If so, how? Are we going to be getting them for free? Will we have to buy them as a normal map pack for $15? What about cosmetic DLC? Now, they have said in the past that they won't be adding anything to Modern Warfare Remastered, but they already have. They changed how Domination's going to work, now that it's going to have a 2-round system. They changed how gold camo works. They added medals to the game. So what is to stop them from adding in camos as DLC for $1.99? Have this camo from Modern Warfare 2 or have this cool looking camo from some other game. What's to stop them from doing that? Really nothing. So I wonder what kind of DLC is going to be featured in this game. That's a big question that I don't think a lot of people are actually talking about. The fifth and final question that I have for Modern Warfare Remastered is, will Raven Software revert any of their decisions? That's a big question for me. We got to see some early gameplay. I wonder if in November we're going to see any differences from that early gameplay. Will they revert the number change? Back in Call of Duty 4, the numbers were very small, +5, +10, +15, whereas in Modern Warfare Remastered, it's going to be +50, +100, +150. I think they should go back to those smaller numbers. Will they change the kill feed icon? The kill feed icon for a headshot in Modern Warfare Remastered is that of Advanced Warfare. The COD 4 one was a lot better in my opinion. Like, just look at the kill feed in this gameplay here. Look at that headshot icon and tell me it's not the best icon in all of Call of Duty history. They should definitely revert and get the old COD 4 one back. What about Domination's halftime? I'm not a fan of them adding halftime to Domination because that's not what it was like in Call of Duty 4, and I really think it's going to mess with the aforementioned spawn system that's really about pushing the other team back and having them fight their way to get back out of it. It's going to mess with it just by breaking all that momentum and giving it a halftime. So will they ever revert any of these changes? I'm definitely interested to see if any changes are going to be present when the game makes its full release in November. But those, ladies and gentlemen, are the 5 main questions that I have about Modern Warfare Remastered. There's a number of other ones, like what are private matches going to be like? Will old school mode be a feature? Will all the old school mode glitches still be there? There's a bunch of little questions I have. But the main questions I wanted to talk about were covered here in this video, and I would love to know down there in the comments if you guys have any answers to these. Chances are probably not, because I've probably seen all the videos that you guys have seen. But let me know in the comments if you guys know anything about any of these questions here, and I'm definitely looking forward to the game. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the game is going to be like in terms of reception. Like, will fans actually enjoy the game now as much as fans enjoyed it back in 2007, or is it going to feel too old and slow compared to these newer games? We're going to have to see, but let me know down there in the comments if you guys have any questions for Modern Warfare Remastered, and if you were excited for the game. Like, are you more excited for Modern Warfare Remastered or Infinite Warfare at this point? Let me know down there in the comments. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Drop me a rating. Hope you guys all Have a wonderful day.